From the streets to the shelter, from the struggle to the solution, from surviving the night to rebuilding life. This is where pain becomes purpose, setbacks become lessons, and people rise together. Welcome to Fire Revival, Recovery Outreach. Carrying old wounds, hiding every imperfection, running from the truth, trying not to feel, till the walls came down and I had to get real. Recovery is more than only staying clean. It is rebuilding everything addiction tried to steal from me. Trust, health, faith, family, purpose, and pride. Learning how to stand when fear is living inside. No shame at the doorway, no label on your name. We have all walked through scrolls, but we are not our pain. Every scar tells a story, every breath is a chance. Every step toward healing is a victory dance. We meet people where they are, not where the world says to be. Accountability and belief, from homelessness and trauma to a future burning bright. Fire Revival brings hope back into the fight. When the darkness says surrender, when your past says you are done, hear the voices of recovery. Your new life has begun. Fire Revival, let the healing begin. A new chapter, a new strength within. Rise from the ashes, let your true light shine. One heart, one purpose, one day at a time. Fire Revival, we recover, we grow, planting seeds of hope everywhere that we go. Your past does not own you, your story is not done. Together we rise, and together we overcome. This is for the person who is tired of the chase, for the one who feels forgotten, trying to find a safer place, for families still praying and children needing a guide, for the brother fighting battles he has carried deep inside, for the woman rebuilding after years of being torn, for the person waking up and choosing to be reborn, for the ones coming home and starting from the ground. We will help you find your footing when no support is around. Your support means listening without claiming we know all, walking next to someone when they stumble or they fall, not dragging, not judging, not controlling their way, but helping them discover one good choice for today. Housing, resources, wellness, employment, and care, a community that proves that somebody is there. Education and outreach, prevention and belief, turning lived experience into pathways of relief. Real voices, real struggles, real recovery. This is the Fire Revival podcast, where lived experience becomes leadership and hope becomes action. We talk about the truth, not a picture-perfect life. The cravings, the triggers, the pressure and the strife. The days you feel powerful, the days you barely stand. The moments when recovery needs an extra helping hand. We talk mental wellness, boundaries, purpose, and goals. How healthy connection can help repair wounded souls. We talk grief, forgiveness, patterns and change, and how a different future can feel scary and strange. We bring guests with wisdom and stories from the field. People who have faced the fire and found a way to heal. Coaches, counselors, leaders, survivors, speaking clear, breaking barriers created out of fear. We honor every pathway that is healthy, safe, and true, because recovery may look a little different for you. Faith, treatment, meetings, medicine, service, and support. The goal is lasting wellness, not touching the root. We are more than the worst thing we have ever done, more than the battles we lost or the places we came from. We are builders, learners, and leaders in the making. We are proof that a life can change. When one person believes, one door opens, one resource connects, and one brave decision becomes a new beginning. Like the fire of courage, like the fire of service, like the fire of honesty, like the fire of purpose. Not a fire that destroys, but a fire that warms the cold, guides the lost, reveals the truth, and reminds us you are still worthy of a future. Fire Revival, let the healing begin. A brand new chapter, a new strength within. revive the hope, rebuild the life, restore the connection, ignite the purpose. This is not the end of your story. This is where the next chapter begins. You have been listening to the Fire Revival Recovery Outreach Podcast. Real stories, real recovery, real community. Fire Revival! From surviving to healing, from healing to purpose, and from purpose to helping the next person rise. This version fits an inspirational hip-hop, cinematic gospel, rock rap.
Well guys, welcome to Fire Revival Recovery Outreach, Sunday, July 19th, 2026, and this is our first episode. Today we have multiple sections, but I tried to record this earlier on a video and it just didn't save, so I'm going to bounce around like I did on the video and get it all in and see if I can get a couple guests for my show in the process. The first thing we're going to talk about is from a TED Talk on May 2019 by Scott Pierce, How to Actively Listen. There's an internet meme of Miles Davis, the quote, "It's not the note you play that's the wrong note, it's the note you play after it." In the 60s, Miles' jazz band, they were playing in Germany, and Herbie Hancock was pretty new in it. In the middle of the song, Herbie played the wrong note. Herbie covered his ears and paused for a breath, while Miles played a chord of notes that made the note right. The relationship between Herbie and Miles says a lot with that, because Miles was already a legend and he could have done whatever he wanted with that, and Herbie was just beginning his career. So it basically lets you know that Miles took what Herbie made a mistake on and turned it into an opportunity to do something different. Excuse the vocabulary, I'm not the greatest at speaking all the time. Using the wrong chord to frame listening is a creative, active act of improvisational theater, and that ties into two scriptures that I want to read today. Colossians 3:23, out of the CSB Christian Standard Bible. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than the people. I guess that one's out of the King James, my bad. This next one is in the Christian Standard Bible. Proverbs 24:16. The godly fall 7 times, but they get up again. But one disaster is enough to overthrow the wicked. Now, being that it's a Sunday, I really do want to say a prayer real quick, and you don't have to participate in it, don't have to accept it, but it goes a long ways. Lord, today I want you to give us understanding of the situations that we need to understand and have patience for, and use your will to guide me hand by hand and guide me to see what you want me to see today throughout the day. In the Lord's name we pray. Amen. Now I'll go to my notes. The little thing I spoke about between Herbie and Miles Davis, this argues that listening is not a passive act of waiting one's turn. Instead, it is a creative discipline of receiving, interpreting, and responding to another person in a way that preserves connection. Recovery is a process of being restored again and again. Though we may be tripped up by sin or fall down many times, those who belong to God will have the strength and help to get up again and move forward. God is forgiving and patient with us in our failings, and He is quick to help us back to our feet. Grace and forgiveness identifies in Christ's Spirit. Now, I wanted to play the song by Tennessee Reaper, The Relapse, and this song can be interpreted in many ways, but I'm not going to play it because of the fact of the copyright. But I do want to speak on it. I used to listen to this song when I was wanting to relapse, and now I really just only listen to it when I'm struggling mentally because it helps me get out of my head while I'm going through that. And it helps me relate and deal with the anger and anxiety that I'm struggling with. So that was section 1 for the podcast today. And I want to jump right into section 2. And it basically talks about how we had the opposite of addiction is definitely what, guys? Well, that's simple. It is connection. Addiction is often an attempt to escape the pain of disconnection. Recovery is the gradual process of building enough safety, truth, support, responsibility, and purpose that escape is no longer the way a person knows how to survive. Now, at that point, we're going to cut off into a different section for just a minute. And I want to play some of my musical talent that I have that agreed to be a part of this. And I guess I want to start off again with my boy Hippie's song, because the rising talent I want to save for last, because he's just on point. He's great. And Hippie's been around for a while, so we already know he's great, but I do want to play his song Combat by Hey Becky. He's a DJ, Hippie Jesus. Shout out to my homie Hippie.
Elder gods defeated. There is a new king. Pay your respects. Test your might. Round 1.
Ooh, why did my phone cut that off? No, it's all good. We'll go back and redo it. I'm not even tripping. We got time. We're on my time right now. For the podcast, at least. Sometimes technical difficulties cause problems, but we will go back and cut it in. It's not going to be that bad. Here we go. We're going to start again. I'm going to cut it forward just a little bit though.
Elder gods defeated. There is a new king. Pay your respects. Test your might. Round 1.
Big shout out to Hippie Jesus, DJ Hippie Jesus, for the song. It's called Combat. R-O-T on SoundCloud. Okay, so that was my boy Hippie Jesus. I want to give him a shout out because when we met, I really didn't have the best mind state, and it got to the point where he became like a spirit guide for me when I was in my head a lot. And you know, it got to the point where I'd go in there every morning and either talk to him or be in there to wake him up. And I just gotta shout out much love, Hippie. Love you, bro. Now we'll cut into section 2. We are told the opposite of addiction is, well, that is simple, connection. Addiction is often an attempt to escape the pain of disconnection. Recovery is a gradual process of building enough so yeah, we already did that part, but building and recovery is the gradual process of building enough safety, truth, support, responsibility, and purpose that escape is no longer the only way a person knows how to survive. Guilt. I made a harmful choice. Shame. I am harmful, broken, or unworthy. I have a very good friend / brother who struggles badly with shame. At first, I had no idea. Basically, because I had never asked him. Since finding this out from our mutual peer, I started working with him much differently. In which case, effective communication goes much further than continuing to cause them the same things they were fighting while in active addiction. We each as humans are responsible for our own actions, but we are still humans, being worthy of help, dignity, and change. Now, whether I said that once or not, I felt comfortable enough to repeat it because I can't remember if it was in the first recording or this one that I said it, or both. But we're going to skip to section 3. Nutritional and health wellness. We are going to talk about the daily calories, protein, carbohydrates, total fat, saturated fat, sugar, fiber, and sodium in one serving of peanut butter and jelly on a Ritz cracker. It sounds really, really goofy, but there's a lot of nutritional value in it. So in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of jelly, and on 1 Ritz cracker, you will receive 15% of the calories for your daily intake, 22% of your total fat, 16% saturated fat, 11% of your daily carbs, 15% of your protein, 7% of your daily fiber. They do not associate amounts of sugar with daily percentages, and 8% of your daily sodium. Now, the reason I brought this up is because my my wonderful girlfriend told me she was eating peanut butter and jelly on crackers yesterday, but I switched up the regular crackers into Ritz. Love you, boo, but I didn't want to do a nutritional thing on a saltine cracker because the sodium would have been out the roof. But I love you. And I thought that would be good to know for wellness, like the amount of things you're intaking in just one simple snack of your nutritional percentage of your daily intake. I want to jump into this next section, and it talks about vocabulary of recovery words. The first word is hope. The past is real, but it does not define the future. What would change if I used hope for 24 hours? I didn't find anybody to answer that question because I was trying to get a different person to answer all these Q&As on the vocabulary. But the next one is my answer on it. Honesty. Recovery starts when denial loses power. The question is, what truth am I strong enough to face today? My particular answer, I am strong enough to face the truth that no one on earth is going to save me, so I must put in the effort for anyone to want to help me get there. The next recovery word is surrender and support. I do not have to rebuild. Who can I call before the crisis gets bigger? Ponder on that one, guys, because that's a good question. It's very useful for your recovery. Now, I did ask Nitro Nathan, which is my buddy Nathan McCumber, to answer this question, but I think he got caught up in church. Wisdom and boundaries for the definition of recovery. Not every door is a safe door. What place, person, or pattern needs a boundary? And back in 2019 or 23, we had a boundaries group in Christian Life Church in Newton, Iowa, with Pastor James Miller, and me and Nathan both attended that group at the church, and it was rough, but it was something that we needed to hear. But since I didn't get an answer from him because of being in church, I'm gonna move on to the next definition: accountability, accountability and repair. Responsibility is not shame; it is a path forward. Question: repair is mine to start, even to trust takes time. And the next one is purpose and service. Giving back turns survival into leadership. Question: who can I help without losing my recovery? My girlfriend Mary answered, almost anyone that needed help in certain ways in the beginning. And then we talked about how our kids were helped to give her purpose in the beginning, and now she has purpose of her own. I'm going to pause this for a second to try to get a hold of a guest speaker. Alright, so I'm back from pausing. I'm going to skip to the Up and Rising music part of this podcast, and I'm going to play a song from my homeboy Zenon Medina. Z, here's one of his raps.
In my mind, demons in disguise. People tell lies, tripping all the fucking time. Walking all alone, wanna find blind. People say they got you, they don't really got you. They only give a fuck about you when their hand is in your pockets. When you ain't got it, all the fake love, that's when they stop it. Then they take off on you like a fucking rocket. Then they say they love you, they don't really love you. See niggas get crossed out by their own fucking brother. We is in the gutter, real fucking struggle. Gotta go and get it, gotta fucking hustle. Working for the shit like a fucking muscle. Don't let these niggas touch you, don't trust these bitches cause they don't really love you. Gotta get that bag, gotta do this for my mama and my dad. Remember all the days I left them sad on my ass with no cash, all in the traps. All I just wanna blast, can't let these niggas leave me in the past. Gotta get that stick, gotta get that bag, gotta get that cash. Never run out on my mask. Jay, how to stash, hit her up, did the dash. These niggas bitches, swear these niggas trans. All the awesome hoes, these niggas fans. Got switches in the bag, killers ready to fuck a snatch. I'm fucking on this bitch, I'm pulling on her tracks. Sticking to the code, something you bitch niggas will never know. Heart and soul fucking cold, mind need to rip it out and put it on the stove. Mama saw something in me, just how to show it. Grinding for those hundreds and the 50s, I ain't have a fucking penny. Now these bitches wanna get with me, I ain't rocking with them. When I was down on my dick, they wasn't rocking with me.
So that's my boy Z, and I introduced him to the app Suno that I've put out 100 songs on over the last 3 months.
That's a lovely toothbrush.
And so in a minute we might even have a special guest coming on here rapping.
Everybody capping, everybody telling lies. Walking through the door, wonder if I'm blind. I've been on my own, trying to make it out alive. They don't really got you, they just want the profit. Only showing love when they hand up in your pockets. As soon as you ain't got it, watch them change the topic. Take off like a rocket, now they acting like they lost it. They don't really love you, I done seen the proof. Brothers cross brothers just to chase another move. Raised up in the gutter where survival made the rules. Had to hustle every day, couldn't walk inside my shoes. Built this from the muscle, had to earn every stripe. Stayed awake, grinding through them long sleepless nights. Mama kept believing when I couldn't see the light. Now I'm chasing every dream till my family living right. Horrors in the trash, pockets had nothing left. People switch sides, had me dealing walking stats. Now I'm stacking every dollar, never settling for less. Turn my mid into a blessing, now I'm coming for the best. Don't trust every smile, everybody got a mask. Someone cheer you up today, tomorrow hope you crash. Loyalty is priceless, money never made it last. I'm just trying to build a future, leave a struggle in the past. Tripping in my mind, demons in disguise. Everybody capping, everybody telling lies. Walking through the dark, wonder if I'm blind. I've been on my own, trying to make it out alive. They don't really got you, they just want the profit. Only showing love when they hand up in your pockets. As soon as you ain't got it, watch them change the topic. Take off like a rocket, now they acting like they lost it. Real ones never fold, real ones never told. Every scar I carry turned my spirit into gold. Cold heart froze over, had to learn it on the road. Now the whole team eating, that's the only thing I know. Remember I was broke, couldn't even make a penny. Now I'm counting blessings while I'm sipping on some Henny. Funny how they love me
Technical
now, they
difficulties.
silly, where was you when I was
Many of them
down?
for
Now they
today.
sing my lyrics every time I hit the town. I ain't doing this for fame, I'm just making mama proud. When they hear my story, bet they scream it extra loud. Pain made me stronger, I ain't never looking back. Every L became a lesson, every loss became a stack. If you riding with me, then forever, that's a fact. We was born into the struggle, now we breaking out the trap. Tripping in my mind, demons in the skies. Everybody capping, everybody telling lies. Walking through the dark, but I finally see the light. Now they sing the same songs that they hated every night. They ain't really got you, they just love the lifestyle. Soon as you start winning, everybody wants your smile. I was down for a minute, now I'm up and that's the vibe. Turn my pain into an anthem, watch the whole world sing it loud.
So I mean, we have a little guest in here. He's one of my good homies. He's actually the guy that was singing it that I was just telling you about, Zenon.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Zenon Medina.
Bro, you got some talented vocal cords. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, brothers. Appreciate it.
Like I'm grateful to have crossed your path. I mean, I've crossed a couple guys' paths that say they can sing. They're not bad, but they got a lot of work to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them, but they got a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm surprised you ain't got a deal yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just trying to make music almost every day and just focus on the little things that that could lead me to good success in the future. And I'm just trying to make an album first and then see where it goes from there. You know what I mean?
I like that. I mean, being in the show is really about recovery too.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you feel the difference is between doing music sober and when you're all out of your mind or altered in your mind, I guess?
I would just say you have a clearer vision and the things you talk about when you're sober compared to if you're on alcohol or drugs, it's different. And I just think that when you're sober, you have a clear conscience of what you want to bring out, and I think it's just better to have a clear mind when you're rapping or singing compared to when you're on alcohol or drugs. So
Right. I think we've all seen how that ends a lot of times, and it's not good. I mean, I was talking to my homegirl from Iowa yesterday, and a pro BMX skateboarder, he got killed in Marshalltown because he was drunk and he smacked his head in his apartment. And it was her sister's boyfriend. And, I didn't really know much about them dating, but I'd heard that name several times, and he died of alcoholism in his apartment after they broke up. Mm-hmm. And that shit's horrible.
Yeah, I would say alcohol took over my life at one point, and I just had every bad outcome with alcohol, and every time I got in trouble, alcohol was involved in it. So I could definitely see the bads. I don't really see no goods. I mean, I guess when you're doing all right with yourself and you go out, have a good time with people, but all that lifestyle, it gets old at a point. So I like to be sober, and just sober minded I think is just the best way to go for me at this point.
I agree with that, bro. I did 17 years in active addiction and different things, and I'm just gonna say one thing about that. I'm just grateful I got to walk out of that still alive. And I don't need you to sit here and talk about the war stories, but I'm grateful you made it out too, bro.
Yeah, I'm grateful too, man. God sent a life raft to me at the right time, and I got up on it, and I'm not looking back.
That's the best thing you can do, bro.
Yep.
I appreciate you jumping on here before you hopped in church today.
Heck yeah. I appreciate you having me, brother.
Not a problem, anytime, bro.
Yeah. And here in the future, if you're down, we could put more of my music up on there.
Definitely.
Spread the word and get my name out there a little bit.
I mean, I'm doing another show again on Sunday, next Sunday, if you want to jump on for a minute again.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I don't have too many people that are close to the area, like, around me, so I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
And honestly, we can make music anytime.
Heck yeah. I appreciate you for having me, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, for after he came on here, I did write something in my script to say about him. I wanted to say to him, I'm so proud of you, Zenon. You have become like a little brother, and blessings from God to have you on my journey in recovery and life. Keep shooting up like a rocket, bro. And then I want to give it, like, me doing this podcast in the first place. I am nervous as heck even doing it. Like, this is literally my first one ever besides appearing on my Homeboys podcast in the Springs. And I want to give a big shout out to Jeremy Long, Jasmine Busby, Dizzle, and Juan Carter. Alright, so I'm going to take like a little pause for a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Here's the song Jacob Fatu by Mizzle King. He's another homie I met in the Springs.
Jacob Fatu, don't fuck with him. You start a war, bloody end, in the ring. He gon' flip. Fatu gonna flip, is what it is. Don't trip. Jacob Fatu, on a death grip. Built the name the hard way. Now the whole room knows his face. Came in swinging, no delays. Left them all in the cold place. WWE stamp on the plate. Heavy steps when he hit that gate. Every win looked like a raid. He don't ask for, he take the stage. Crowd get loud when he walks in. Pressurized when the shock hit. One man wrecking the whole scene. Gold on him, he a boss thing. Work too long for the payoff. Now the door swing and the doubt lost. Every week he raised the bar. Now they watch him from afar. Yeah, they see that run. Yeah, they see that rise. No fake love, no stun, just that fire in his eyes. Jacob Fatu, don't fuck with him. You start a war, bloody end, in the ring. He gon' flip. Fatu gonna fade. That's what it is. Don't trip. Jacob Fatu, tongue and death grip. In that match with Romer, every lesson, every turn, he put the work in, made it burn. Now the whole damn game must learn. Big fight energy, no pose. Stepped up when the pressure showed. Took that shot, kept control, made the whole arena know. That was growth, that was proof, that was truth in the spotlight too. Great job, man, you broke through. Now the crown got a new view. From the island to the title chase. He don't move like a borrowed name. He bring thunder when he set pace. Now he carved out his own place. Hands up when he hit them back. Whole crowd feeling all of that. No fear when the beats move fast. One lock and it might be a wrap. Jacob Fatu, don't fuck with him. He start a war. Bloody end, in the ring. He gon' flip. Fatu gonna flip, that's what it is. Don't trip. Jacob Fatu, fucking death grip.
That was my boy Mizzle King. Shout out to Darius. Now I'm gonna jump to A-Dog the One's song Many Nights. On my end of part to record a video of this podcast, I called him as a guest. After the song, I'm going to try to call him one more time and see if he answers again. Hopefully, but not sure.
Like 2026, and I gotta come up with it. He been tryna play the game, but you don't know a nigga on his shit. Y'all be starting drama, yo, independent business shit. So hard I can't feel that bitch, so high that I consuming it. I stop the beat, I make it hit. Stop the comment, y'all on trips. I ain't getting no fucking nigga doing what I do real quick. I making my little money, tryna get my fucking money rich. Tryna get my paper, make my money quick. Man, I'm tryna call you princess. Man, I'm tryna speak the red fan. Like, why you tryna play with me, man? Why you tryna play with me, man? They call me hater, I'm the king, man. I do this shit, I make you ring, man. Like, why you tryna play with me, man? Like, why you tryna play with me, man? EBA gonna be, and it's time to jump in. Let me run up to the guys, yeah, it's time to jump in. Let me one last dance, so you better get. I get it pumping, the jumping, and make it back on it. EBA gonna be, and it's time to jump in. They running through the light, yeah, it's time to jump in. Get it pumping, the trouble, and make it back on it. Gonna be, and you know we jumpin'. Another story, man. About another man. My keep buttering me, he came back and he get again. One good watch, hey, you can handle this. Like head up, stand tall, you can manage it. Like why they talking shit, but they ain't mean it though. They tryna take my little bro ain't go. My little nigga still came back up to the street, yo. You killed your partner, but he still just fucking living, yo. So niggas talking hella shit, but don't really feel nothing. Y'all stand on business, but y'all ain't really just reppin' shit. But I am never getting nothing, I play to get rich. Get off my fucking dick, y'all ain't no fucking shit. Take flight. Yeah. Remember the many nights. Remember the many nights. Remember the many nights. Yeah. Remember the many nights. Gotta go and take flight. Yeah. Remember the many nights. Remember the many nights. Remember the many nights. Remember the many nights.
Alright, so we are back. I think we just wrapped up the music section with our last musician, because I got our Rising Star, and I got Hippie Jesus, I got Mizzle King, and A-Dog. Now I want to jump back to the beginning. We did do a prayer, and honestly, that prayer's helped me with guidance on how to run this one. Like, we are having a photo shoot model contest and a poll afterwards. I only have one photo shoot model so far, and she currently is running for Maxim Cover Girl. Her name is Emily Gurno. I'm trying to find at least one more to have at least a contest, but I really don't even feel there's going to be a contest with Emily already in it. Alright, so we already did that section. We will go on to I gotta play OG Sober Life's videos now. I mean, I asked him for those videos, and I'm gonna get to them. And there's about 10 minutes worth of talking videos from OG Sober Life here.
Yeah, man, you know,
My homie in
I've
Iowa.
been putting different, you know, little, let's say, motivational things out there, you know, without me having to talk, but, you know, putting little things out there, subliminal messages out there. I even put the Bears out there, bro. Caleb Williams talking about winning, bro. You know what I'm saying? The coach, Johnson, talking about, you know, it takes 60 minutes, man. It takes all of us the whole time we out here getting down, you dig? And that's what the sober life community is about, man. It takes participation. I keep telling y'all, batteries are required. You know what I'm saying? You got to get you a sponsor. You got to go to meetings. You got to work the 12 steps into your life. You have to let God, you know, rule you. You have to let God be your everything, man, because why? He knows what he's doing, and he's good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be right back, man. So yeah, man, you dig what I'm saying, bro? You gotta make it, bro. Because if you don't make it, you're gonna just run into the same old thing over and over and over again, bro. You know, you gotta learn the difference between sobriety and recovery, man. They're not the same thing. Sobriety is you just not using. Recovery is you have to change everything about yourself, everything you're doing, everything you're thinking, all the people that you're around. You got to be around better people, man. You got to make this who you are and what you do. You dig what I'm saying? How do I make it? Because I live it. I live it. You dig what I'm saying? I live my sobriety. I call my sponsor every day. I go to meetings. I interact with people. I go to outpatient. I go to mental health care. I go to the VA. I do everything possible so I can change who I am and my mentality, bro. And it's working. First of all, it's God above, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's God above. He really knows what he's doing, y'all. He really does. So keep it sober, y'all. Keep it sober. Keep it sober life. Yeah, so the wind blowing up here a little bit, so it's getting kind of cool, man. But, you know, still keeping the headband on, still keeping it on, player. Got to be old school pimping up in here. Sober life. That's sober life. Sober life. That's sober life, y'all. That's sober life.
Loving that sober life.
Nothing come before that sober living, bro. If you put anything before God and sobriety, bro, you are subject to malfunction. Understand me. For real, y'all. You gotta keep that God first, sobriety second, you know, work it into your life, man. You can do these things. It's not impossible. I have faith in all of you, man. We can make it together. The sobriety community here in Des Moines, Iowa is one of the best on the country platform, bro. The best. People will get you to meetings, they'll get you back from meetings, they'll interact with you, they'll take good care of y'all, man. I'll be back with the epic now.
Yes. I want to let people know I am originally from Iowa. I left Iowa from Des Moines in Kingdom Living, and I still attend regular Sober Soldiers meetings online. Shout out to all the homies back in Iowa. Miss you guys, but I'm also grateful I'm in Colorado. Just gotta put that out there. I'm gonna keep playing OG Sober Life's recovery topic videos.
Yeah, man, so you dig? Man, sobriety is such a good thing, man. Just think about how you know, life and addiction is, man. How they drag you down, how they try and bring you to your knees, how they make you worry about things you don't have to worry about, man. Put all that stuff in the eggshell, you dig what I'm saying? Boop, throw it away. Give it to God above. Amor Dios arriba. You dig what I'm saying? And don't worry about it, bro. The things you can do something about them. The things you can't do nothing about, bro, just eggshell. Why my glasses crooked, bro? God dang. Got to be fly when I make my videos to my peeps. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? But for real, just try and understand what the struggle is. Struggle, you know what I'm saying, versus strength. Strength versus struggle, conquering the chaos of life and addiction. You can do these things, man. It's not a thing that can't be done. You can do these things, bro. You can make it. You can make it. You can make it. You just have to believe in yourself and believe in God.
OG, I appreciated you sending me the videos, and I did try to make a video recording of this, but I'm also going to keep playing the voice recordings, and I just want people to know that these were originally videos that we were going to share, but the voice recordings are just as effective.
Yeah, so here we are, boys and girls, back again, man. It's your guy, OG Sober Life. You're in on the Sober Life Trigger. You dig what I'm saying? Man, you know what, man? It's been, a blessing to be sober. It's been a blessing to be alive. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, man, and God above. And, man, you know what, man? It's been hot, bro. So, I know y'all tripping like, why has he got that rag on his head, that towel on his head? See, 'cause I come from old school Chicago, little village, West Side, K-Town, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? This is how OGs used to operate, bro. Cats used to operate, man. It'd be hot there. You see cats all like this here, man. Rags on their head, bandanas, towels, everything, man. Trying to fight that Chi-Town heat, baby. You dig what I'm saying? But you know what? Today we gonna talk about, something a little different, man. We're gonna talk about that sobriety, bro. That's what's cracking. That's what's going down up in here. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll be right back with the second part of the sober living and sobriety message. Lo and behold, y'all, final product. We're good and done.
He is cooking chicken in this video, by the way, guys. And it looks delicious.
Oh my goodness.
That's making my mouth water.
Transform completely. That's what God does. Takes something old, makes it brand new.
Definitely.
Transformation, baby. So here we are again, boys and girls, you know what I'm saying? Out here, Sunday afternoon, winning, bro. This is what winning in sobriety looks like, bro. This
Bunch of chicken on the grill, it sure is winning.
Uncut, you dig what I'm saying? All our lives is we out there, bro. In our addiction, just raw. You know what I'm saying? But then God puts us on the grill, starts cooking us. Starts making us into something different. A transformation is about to happen. And we can all be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? He comes in, pours a little water on the fire, puts it out here and there, keeps us going, keeps us cooking. Yeah, man, look at that. Sobriety in action, y'all. There's a transformation that's coming. You're gonna see it. In just a second. Yeah. So here we are, man. God putting, saucing us up, spreading His love all over us. See what I'm saying? Getting us ready, bro. Getting us all ready. Dig. Let's cook a little more with His blessings on one side, and you know what I'm saying? And He'll put some blessings on the other side. Finish us up.
Yes.
This is what is happening, bro. Sobriety in action, man. God's love, bro. Just look at it. Just look at it. God's love, bro.
That looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, fans. I just drooled on the floor.
Just hold on. See, then God turns us over. Cook one side a little bit, getting us through our struggles, getting us right, man. This is what happens in our lives, man. Getting right. We got the sobriety part, you know what I'm saying, intact, we're understanding. Then we got to get that recovery, y'all. Got to get that recovery side done. So here comes God. Put a little water on it, keeping us from cooking too fast, because we get ahead of ourselves in our addictions. You dig what I'm saying? Get ahead of ourselves in our addictions, y'all. So God has to come in and He has to help us out. You know what I'm saying? He helps us out. Sponsorship, meetings, big book, bill story, the whole 9 yards, man. And there's a finished product coming. It's coming.
Alright, so I'm finishing up texting OG Sober Life that I used the voice messages instead of a video because I couldn't find a video app that could record an hour and let me save it and post it. But we are back on to the final part of this recovery podcast. We're already at 51 minutes and 47 seconds into it. And I want to give a big shout out to my homie Isaac. This didn't even last out, or I missed a part. We did not talk about the wellness, the 8 dimensions of wellness. And I'm only going to talk about 2 of them today, but I gotta find them. I know I wrote them. I had them right here. Here they are. I want to say thank you to Isaac Sanchez, Colorado Peer and Family Specialist, Peer Recovery Coach, and QBHA certified for 3+ years of sobriety, and also helping me start focus on the 8-dimensional wellness, which caused my days to not feel so chaotic and more peaceful. They have been such a huge help to my daily life. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate you, bro. So the first one I want to talk about today is the physical wellness. This includes keeping active, doing physical activity, eating nourishing foods, which we also talked about earlier in the nutritional value thing. And then we talk about not getting enough sleep and rest, obtaining appropriate health care. When we don't take care of our body, it can affect our recovery and our wellness. The second one I want to bring up today, out of the 8 in this section, in this recording of our podcast, is the intellectual wellness. This is recognizing creative abilities and finding ways to expand your knowledge and skills, which involves lifelong application of knowledge learned and sharing knowledge with other people, which falls right back into the opposite of addiction, is connection. There will be 2 more that we talk about on each episode of the next 3 episodes of our podcast. Now, I mean, I'm a little behind on this, and I only got like 7 minutes where I want to cut it off, but I don't think we're going to make that deadline, so we're going to get this out there quick. I want to read one of the 3 articles I got from my friends, and I got 4 or 5, but I'm going to read a couple of them. So here's my first one. I want to read Royce Mosley's recovery article for me. He said to me, recovery is not about walking away from drugs or alcohol. It is about walking towards a better life. It is a decision to believe that your story is not over, that your past does not control your future, and your healing does not sorry, you're gonna have to excuse my mind, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna restart this. Recovery is not about just walking away from drugs or alcohol. It is about walking towards a better life. It is a decision to believe that your story is not over, that your past does not have to control your future, and that healing is possible one day at a time. Sobriety gives people the chance to think more clearly, sleep better, feel healthier, and begin recovering with who they truly are. The truth is, recovery is not always easy. There will be difficult days, uncomfortable emotions, and moments when giving up may feel easier than moving forward. But every sober day is a victory. Every healthy decision builds strength. Every time someone chooses recovery, they are proving to themselves that the change is possible and that they are stronger than the life they are leaving behind. Sobriety can also change everything around a person. Relationships can begin to heal, trust can rebuild, and families can become stronger. People in recovery can become better parents, friends, partners, employees, members, and leaders. They become more present, more dependable, and more capable of creating the life they once thought was out of reach. Recovery does not only improve one life, it can improve an entire community. When one person chooses sobriety, they can inspire someone else to ask for help. Their journey can give hope to families, reduce harm in neighborhoods, and show others that no one is beyond redemption. Recovery is powerful because it turns pain into purpose, struggle into strength, and survival into life worth celebrating. Royce T. Mosley. I want to give a shout out to my brother. We met earlier in life, and this last year he has literally became more of a brother than my real brother, who is in prison right now, federal prison at that, for another 10-11 years from an episode in 2019 involving drugs in Iowa. And I'm going to drop that one at that because I don't want to go into that emotional message today. And on that topic, I will also say that sometimes the worst wolf isn't the one that appears to be wearing the wolf's clothing. It's the one that you have no clue even existed because they don't like showing it or doing it, being that wolf. My next article is from another great peer coach that I've had throughout my time in recovery. His name is Carlos Garcia. Recovery isn't easy, and anyone that says recovery has probably never had to fight for it. Recovery takes hard work, dedication, patience, and willingness to keep moving forward even on the days when it feels impossible. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when giving up seems easier than continuing. But recovery isn't about being perfect. It's about refusing to quit. Recovery is built one choice at a time. Every healthy decision, every meeting attended, every honest conversation, and every day spent choosing a better path is another step toward a stronger future. The effort you invest today becomes the foundation for the life you're building tomorrow. Recovery gives back what you're willing to put into it. No one can do the work for you. Support, encouragement, and guidance can help, but the commitment has to come from within. The moment someone decides they're tired of letting addiction or past struggles control their life and chooses to fight for something no matter how hard it gets, that's where true recovery begins. Recovery isn't just about staying sober, it's about rebuilding trust, healing relationships, finding purpose. How's it going, Mizzle King?
Great, man.
How have you been, bro?
I've been good, man. Just making music, man.
That's awesome. I played your song Jacob Fatu on here today, and I was wondering if you had anything you wanted to say about that song and how you came to making it or any of that stuff.
Well, first of all, I'm a big WWE fan, so Jacob Fatu is one of my favorite wrestlers, you know, besides Roman Reigns. And so I watched him quite a bit, so I figured, you know, let me go ahead and just create a song and about him and cover art and everything, and that's what I did.
Like, honestly, I think you picked one of the great guys to do it about, because honestly the circle that he runs with, whether he's fully with the OTC or not, I mean, they're pretty much solid and unstoppable.
They sure are.
But I also wanted to say you did a great job on that song, bro.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Not a problem. I appreciate you coming on here and putting your voice on here and everything, bro.
You're welcome.
And I mean, if there's anything else you want to put on here, that's up to you. But
you know, I just want to say, you know, people that want to do music, y'all keep doing music, man. Tell you one thing is keep your sanity in line, so you don't all that aggression, all that gang banging, all that I want to shoot somebody, you know, all that stuff. If you put your do it to your music and actually doing it, it'll take you a long way. Because me personally, I might say little punchlines here and there in my songs. I ain't gonna lie, I put a song out, so I might say I punch niggas, you know, beat them down. But that's true, I would. But I ain't gonna huck and put it in a song and do it in real life.
right, that's putting it in music's a good way to release it and invent it without actually having to go out there and do it too.
Exactly.
But I appreciate
So
you.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
Well, bro, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll get in touch with you again sometime soon.
Alright, no problem.
Alright, later, bro.
Alright, later.
I gotta give a mad shout out to Mizzle King for coming on here. That really made me feel pretty good today. I haven't talked to him for a while, so I'm definitely gonna say thank you. And now I'm gonna move on to my last article, one of my last few articles on here. We already went over our hour that I wanted to run the podcast, but you know what? It's worth it. My next article comes from my spiritual sister in Christ, transformationally free Amber. Nathan McCumber's wife, Amber McCumber. They were both very good friends of mine in recovery and before recovery sometimes. So we're going to go to our article. When we talk about our identity, it is so easy to look at what we do or how we feel. But God says our true identity is completely wrapped up in Jesus. 2 Corinthians 5:17 tells us, "Therefore, if anyone is a new creation, the old has passed away. And see, the new has come." This means that God doesn't just patch up your old mistakes. He gives you a totally fresh start where past shame and old labels are wiped away, making you a brand new person from the inside out. Building on that beautiful fresh start, you also have an incredible purpose because you are God's masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works which God prepared ahead of time for us to do." You are not an accident, and he designed you on purpose for a specific reason, setting up wonderful things for you to accomplish, building you exactly the way you need to be to do them. Finally, forget how deeply treasured you are in his eyes. 1 Peter 2:9 reminds us, But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his possession, so that you may proclaim the praises of one who called you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. You are handpicked by his prized possession, to be his prized possession. And because your past is gone, your present has purpose. You are secure and ready to carry his light into the world. All three scriptures were checked and confirmed to be text in the Christian Standard Bible. Now I want to reference something from Substack that one of my homies, Tim Rao, shared with me this morning. It's called "Don't Fear the Truth," and it's off of Substack. Many people are unemployed and reliant on the state support. We tend to blame them, leveling accusations of laziness or even parasitic lifestyle. This is neither helpful nor logical. Almost everyone has a need to be needed to contribute and have a purpose. Almost everyone possesses the skills and individual strengths to fulfill such a role. It is a human desire to develop one's individual personality and to stand out from the crowd. Society also benefits from this, as it functions best when composed of countless independent, strong individuals. Our society, the system to which we are subject, hinders and punishes individuality and independence. The more the person values their individuality and independence, thinks for themselves, and resist the pressure to conform and submit, the greater the difficulty they will have facing or working within the ruling class's system. Now, that basically takes up all the things I had concluded for this episode, but I also want to try to call one more person for a guest before we close this out. So I'm going to take a short break. Alright, so we're going to give a shout out to a homie of mine in the Springs who runs a business called Easy Peasy Braids. Anybody that wants their hair braided or hair done, give Easy a call. 719-725-2332. Now with that, I think we will close it out with the theme song again. This is me checking out for Fire Revival Recovery Outreach Podcast Episode 1.
the streets to the shelter, from the struggle to the solution, from surviving the night to rebuilding life. This is where pain becomes purpose, setbacks become lessons, and people rise together. Welcome to Fire Revival, Recovery Outreach.